If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated.
Hello, Miles on the Road subscribers and followers. Well, you know what today is? That's right, it's Friday, which means it's Easy 5 Friday. And today we're going to talk about the 5 things that makes our camper, pop-up camper, feel more like home. And I think this is important. I think the more you make that pop-up camper feel like home, the better your life is going to be out here. And so, you know, I think a lot of people think that the RV life is about traveling and seeing the world, which it is. But while you're out there traveling and making, you know, seeing the world, you got to have a home. And I've come to realize that having a home is very important, something you can call home. So, you know, we even try to stop calling it the camper and we call it the house. So, anyway, so what do we do to make it feel more like a home? Well, you know, a big one was number 1, a vacuum. Yep, we got a little Stanley wet dry vac, and it's a very little one, 1.5 gallons or 1 gallon, very small. And we can use it on the generator. It's a 1.5 horsepower vacuum cleaner. Now you're going to think, well, that's silly. Of course you're going to have a vacuum cleaner. Well, the first thing most people have is a little dust buster. Well, we didn't even have a dust buster. And even if we did, it wouldn't pick up anything. We have these red rugs that we put down, and the rug is very nice. But boy, you sure can track in some dirt, and you can track it in quick. You try to do things like put down throw rugs and whatever you can to try to minimize the dirt. It doesn't help. You know, we got a little placemat out in the in front of the step up. We got a little rug on the step, and then we have a throw rug in the camper right at the doorway. Nothing helps. I mean, it just gets filthy dirty within a day. And so what our solution to this was in the past was a broom. We would sweep, and nothing. And finally, I mean, you're dusting and you're trying to beat the dirt out of the rug, and all because we were trying to save space. Because we just couldn't afford the space for a large vacuum, and that's the only thing we think is, you know, some sort of large vacuum, a canister vac or something. And for the amount of space that we were going to have to vacuum, we couldn't afford the space that the vacuum was going to take. Until we found this little bitty Stanley wet dry vac, and it is awesome. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. And not only can we use it to vacuum, we can use it to, you know, those little bags that you can stuff things into, and then you suck all the air out and it shrinks down. We can use it for that. Again, it's helping us save space. And then we can use it to wash the rugs themselves. We can spray it down with water, and we can use wet dry vac to suck all the water out of the rug. So, multi-purpose use, and it sure has made the place feel like home. I just can't believe how big of a difference that was. Like, wow, okay, now the place looks like a home. Yep, I enjoy coming in here because it's not filthy. Number 2, this one, it was just a thought is all it was. When I had this thought, I realized, yep, this makes it feel more like home. It really did. And this was an important thought. The entire time I've been out here, you know, we have to run the generator. And I know everybody's going to tell me, get solar, get solar, get solar, get solar. Okay, get solar. You know, here, it's pretty sunny in South Carolina, but everywhere we have been has been complete shade. I'm not sure solar would have been that big of a help, even if we had it. And I agree, I should get it. I'm not dismissing that, and I will get it. But it wouldn't have been that big a help. So that means I have to run the generator. So when we're talking running the generator with or without solar, we're talking the difference between 3 hours and 4 hours. Is probably my guess, is what we would have saved every day. You know, 1 hour we would have saved every day on the generator. In the end, the generator is just running a lot. You know, let's just say 4 to 6 hours a day. Let's just call it an even 5. 5 hours a day. That's 150 hours a month. And I change the oil on it every 2 weeks. So, you know, I'm under 100 hours. But okay, so 150 hours a month. That is a lot to run a generator. And it's going to wear out. I keep thinking, man, I got to figure out a way to preserve this generator. I got to figure it out. Solar panels seem like the best solution. But in the end, I'm only saving an hour. So, okay, for, you know, it is going to wear out. And it was just a huge stress that this thing was going to wear out. And it didn't make, it just, I kept feeling like this wasn't really a home because that generator was going to die on me. I'm going to have to replace it. It's going to always be a problem. I'm always going to be worried about it until I had this thought. And the thought is, okay, so I replace it. Then what? Well, okay, it's a $500 generator over a, over a 12-month period. Let's just say it only lasts a year. That means that generator is costing me $41 a month. Well, now I'm starting to have some reasonable thoughts about this. $41 a month if I have to replace a generator every year. Then, then I have the $40 in gas that I spend running it. So now we're up to $81. Okay. Now I'm starting to see the big picture. At the house, running electric was up in the $100 range, $110, $115. It was always up there in the $100 range. So I'm still saving 20 bucks a month in electric, assuming I have to replace that generator every year. It's still going strong, still starts up on the first pull. I know how to do maintenance on it, so if things go wrong, I might be able to fix it. You know, let's say the carburetor gets dirty or I need to replace the spark plug, something, you know, like that. You know, I can replace some parts on it. I know how to do that. So I might even be able to preserve it for 2 years. Let's say it runs for 2 years. Okay, now we're down to 20 bucks a month. 20, yeah, let's just call it 20 bucks. So now my electric bill is 60. So I'm still saving money. Now, that thought process, thought, huh, this is more like home. Number 3. Oh, I changed my notepad here, sorry. Man cave. No, this isn't just about me. The man cave is a front bunk in. We've been able to get rid of enough stuff, and I've said this before, that I've been able to put my computer over there and I can sit in the front bunk in and do my videos or, you know, get on the internet or read a book or whatever it is I want to do. I can do it in that front bunk in while Carolyn sits on the couch. This really helped because everything we did, we were both sitting on the couch, everything we did affected the other person. One person moved, it would jostle the other person. If I'd had to get up, I had to move her legs out of the way. And you know, over time, I guess that was just causing a problem. I didn't even realize it was bothering Carolyn. I knew it was bothering me, but I was trying to ignore the feeling. I didn't want to upset her that, stop moving so much. So, you know, I just deal with it, and I'd be internally frustrated about the whole thing. But it was bothering her too, and she was doing the same thing. She was just keeping it to herself. So anyway, when I was able to move to that front bunk in to sit and do my computer work and stuff, oh, it relieves so much burden and stress. And people just got to have, I think, their own space. And you know, there's not a lot of space in here for everybody to have their own space, but we figured it out. And this is, I think, very important to make it more like home, was having that, just that little space where I can do my thing without getting jostled around. Number 4, movie and popcorn. We would have popcorn at the house every night. Now, we don't have popcorn every night here because we're trying to get a little bit healthier while we're out here. But we watch a movie and have popcorn at the house, at the Stick and Brick. Well, for the first several weeks, maybe in a couple months, we weren't watching movies here in the pop-up, you know, Netflix. I think it's pretty well known that Netflix doesn't have a lot of great movies. Well, when we got out here and we weren't watching TV, we weren't doing anything, and we watched a stupid movie, I mean, you know, the B-rated movies on Netflix, it was actually like, oh, this is nice. We watched a movie. And eventually we had a bowl of popcorn. Again, we don't eat popcorn every night. We might, have a chip or two, but, popcorn we felt like was a problem with our weight gain. So anyway, we try to watch a movie every night. We try to schedule a movie every night. We sit down at 8 o'clock, watch the movie. It's just relaxing. I mean, I think a lot of people, not everybody, because I know somebody's going to comment, well, I never watch movies. That's fine. But I think a lot of people, or TV, but I think a lot of people go home, sit down, relax in front of the TV. Look, I'm an 80s kid. I was raised on the television. That was my babysitter, was the television. The X generation was, their babysitter was the television. So, it's reasonable to say that I kind of like the TV. Well, Netflix is an awesome substitute to that. And it sure did make things feel, relaxing. You can sit down and you watch your movie. So, try to make your home your home. Do what you did in your home. Everybody keeps asking me, what do you do to prevent the boredom? Do you play cards? Board games? Well, I never played board games in the stick and brick, so no, I don't play board games here. Well, first, it takes up too much space. But secondly, I just never found board games all that entertaining. So, nope, TV. Number 5. Oh, look, we live in the internet age. And just like everybody else, internet has become a staple in everybody's life. At least I think in most people's life. Facebook, YouTube, whatever the case is. Well, when I was in the stick and brick, I liked watching YouTube videos. I really did. There was three people I really enjoyed watching a lot. Well, you get out here and you think, oh, you're not supposed to be doing that. It's a terrible idea. You don't, just like the TV. Oh, you're supposed to play board games when you're out camping. Well, we're not camping. We're out here living. And so just like the TV, internet is important. And I recognize I have to do videos and I have to upload these videos and things. But that aside, I'm talking about entertainment and making this part of a home. I still like to watch my YouTube videos. I wasn't on Facebook before. So, Facebook isn't all that important to me. I personally, I'm not a big fan of Facebook. I know I'm on there now, but that is just to promote the YouTube videos. But as far as being on Facebook, no, I'm not like, okay, let's, share everything on Facebook. No, I'll just share it on YouTube. But no, I still like watching my YouTube videos, being on the internet. Carolyn, she can still communicate with her family. She likes to read a lot of books and different things. So she'll download books. So, internet is still a big part of what we are, who we are, and how we make our home work. So anyway, that is the 5 things that make our house or pop-up feel like a home. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.